The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the FIU Panthers, just outside of Miami and Pit Bull Stadium, as we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on last year's national champions, the Florida International Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Gators will boot it away to start the game. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So FIU's offense will have first crack at this one. From the gun, the running back has it. Turning it on! He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. It's a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. Really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Still running at the 40. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the shotgun, the inside give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. Might be changing the route. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on 3rd down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's 4th down.
Now on the move. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. So the Florida Gators offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You think there's some kind of deception going against this secondary.
And the Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Give to the running back. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of...
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back in the 45. The Gators line up to punt it away. You ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way.
Makes the grab on the right. Lots of room to run. Touchdown, Panthers. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Bring in the heat. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a 3rd down conversion to avoid punt. Gets open down the middle. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on 3rd down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. And nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Gets it out fast. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. Picked off. What a play by this defense. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires downfield. Complete to the right. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. FIU mounting a threat in the red zone. Here's a quick throw out to the left. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking to throw, it's Terrell. He's got it on the move. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up first and goal.
Well, a field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on 3rd and short in field goal range. They get the completion, now setting up first and goal.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal from the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
The Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Grab behind the line. It's Connors. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Fires one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field.
Makes a catch at the 15. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. The pull and throw off the RPO. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
That's really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
The give to the tailback. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Dropping back, it's Terrell. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Panthers. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
To the ground with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Quickly complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Let's go! The give to the back. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. They'll have to get it to the 37 on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air on 2nd down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Caught behind the line. It's Singleton. He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on 4th down? And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll close the gap to 14.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Florida International.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Power football with the run. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Plows through the defense. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Miami. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Panthers will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Great move. Now he's got room. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Connors. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
Well, it looks to me like the offense made some adjustments at halftime. Only 3 points in the first half. But here we go in the first drive of this third quarter. And this quarterback looks locked in. Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. He's going to take off. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Working the middle. Touchdown, Florida! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Florida International offense is back on the field. To the air, it's Terrell. Quick completion on the out. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. The run from the shotgun. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The Panthers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They think there's room to run to the right here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Finds his man. It's Barry Johnson. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Kick is in the air. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They cut into the deficit the last time they had it, forced the punt, and now they can really make this a game.
And you're right back in this thing. You're creating some momentum. You got the score. You got the stop. This offense, Jesse, has a chance now to make this an absolute barn burner of a ball game.
Yeah, it's one play at a time, though, right? You're not going to get it all back in one play. Just go out, do your job, execute, keep this thing going down the field. And if things go well, like David said, we've got a game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
That really wasn't his best throw. I tell you what, you got to choose when you're going to zip it in there and sometimes put some air underneath it. He chose the wrong one, put a little too much air underneath it. Defensive player makes the nice pick.
Looking downfield, it's Terrell. Under fire. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive. Stopped right at the 40-yard line, and this defense celebrating the turnover.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Turner. At the 20, he's got space. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. On 1st and goal, let's see if FIU can get it in. They'll try to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, FIU. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession again.
There he goes. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Handoff to the lone back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
The Gators will line up to punt it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Back to throw, it's Terrell. He lets one fly deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
We reached the break. It's FIU with the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So 1st down will open up the final period. Tight end now in motion. Handoff from the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Panthers are flying down the field. Sends it back in motion. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Terrell. Pocket breaking down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
The quarterback's lucky on that play because when you miss slant throws behind, if the defense is in zone coverage, there might be a defender standing right there willing to take that ball and return it for a touchdown.
Off the play fake. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. His job chasing by the defense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they...
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They punt it away on 4th down. And the returner goes down. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes...
Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Panthers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll run play action. On the move, he fires. Hauls it in. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. Flushed out of the pocket. Got some room, headed to the goal goal line. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. On 1st and goal, let's see if FIU can get it in. They send the tight end in motion. They'll try to get it in with the run. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Big fella moving. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add their total.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy 2nd down situations with some positive runs on 1st down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard to see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and get into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
He's got an open man. Turning it on. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you set yourself up to...
Lets it fly deep downfield. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard.
Throw to the end zone, picked off. Taking it the other way. Smashes through the tackle.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected